Thank you all for joining us today. All the journalists, we really thank you all. And I also want to thank Matt Borden's team for working hard on this, filing this complaint, and Mr. Richard Rogers, our old friend who successfully defended me before Interpol. And you all know through US indictment that Modi government's agents attempted to assassinate me on account of organizing the global Khalistan referendum for Sikh people's right to self-determination. This lawsuit, which is a landmark complaint against Government of India, its officials, its agents and proxies, is about protecting the freedom of speech and holding accountable India's Modi government, which believes in violently suppressing the dissenting political opinion. And this is about rule of law, in which no individual and no government, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, is above the law. Holding Modi governments and heads of India's NSA and RAW accountable before the US court will establish the principle of rule of law. This is about democracy and right to advocate self-determination through peaceful means of referendum. This is about holding Modi government for its crimes of transnational repression against pro-Khalistan Sikhs. And this is also about exposing India's decades-long disinformation campaign against pro-Khalistan activists and labeling them as terrorists for peaceful advocacy of Khalistan at home and abroad. And Modi government, I'm fully aware that your government is still working on plots and attempts to assassinate me through your agents and proxies. But no amounts of threats and assassination attempts can stop me, and I will continue to organize the global Khalistan referendum for voting for liberation of Punjab from the Indian occupation. If the cost of independence is death, I'm ready to face it. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Pannu, and once again, thank you, Richard and Matt, for the briefing. Now we will move on to the next segment of today's press conference, and we would like to take questions from the journalists one by one. And we have a quite decent amount of people who are listening to us right now. So I would request everyone to raise their hand, and I could take their questions and unmute them one by one. If there is someone from CBC Canada, they were one of the first ones to join, so I would like to start with them. Do we have someone from CBC Canada? Okay, I think okay, so let me start with whatever the first name that I have showing up on my screen. That is MAS. Let me see. Murtaza Ali Shah. Mr. Shah, could you please unmute yourself? And if you have a question, please go ahead. And I will direct your question to one of the attorneys or Mr. Pannu.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well.